what advice do you have for any aspiring creators? But you've given that already. So I want you to think of new advice in an
Ooh.
exciting new way that you haven't given.
Live. Okay, this is advice I don't give, but I should. Live. You've got to do stuff. So it's not enough to read comics. It's not enough to like movies. It's not enough to watch TV shows. I have this writers group. You come to my writers group. And I'm saying weekly now, I constantly hear myself going, let's talk about something other than the movie everybody watched this week. Because that's the wrong input. Like that's you put in that input and then you put out the same input. It's bad. It's a photocopy of a photocopy. You have to live. You have to go do things. You have to do things you don't want to do. You have to eat stuff you don't want to eat. When somebody goes, hey, we're going to go do this, and you go, oh, that sounds horrible, that's the thing you should go do because it's outside of your zone. And if you're a creator, you've got to have input, and it's got to be input that is uncomfortable to you. It's got to open your eyes to the world in different ways. You've got to hang out with people you don't want to hang out with instead of hanging out with people that are just like you all the time. Like, that's what it means to be creative. It means to get dirty in the stuff that you don't know anything about. You know, I just, somebody texted me today, they're like, we have concert tickets for the Disney for Friday. We can't go. Do you want to go? And the first thing I did was look it up, and I was like, oh, it's Schumann. I don't like Schumann. And I immediately picked up my phone and said yes, because I don't like Schumann. What's that about? I need to go listen to that. I need to go see what it is. I would usually just avoid that.
Interesting. So you kind of put yourself out of your comfort zone constantly in order to really live life to the fullest experience you can?
I don't know if you're living life to the fullest. You asked me about being creative. Like, I may hate the Schumann, and I may eat stuff that I don't like, and I still don't like it. It's not like you're like, no, I'm a Schumann fan. I'm going to listen to that for the rest of my life. Maybe, but probably that's not going to change my opinion. But I'm just saying, you've got to get input that's not the input you think you're going to get. Because otherwise, I'm just going to make comics like I make. So my latest book, plug, Get Naked, is essays. I love essays. I like hearing them. I like reading them. They're short. They're interesting. But then I go, okay, how do I shove that in a comic book? Because I love comic books too. But there aren't any comic book essays. Oh, I wasn't up high enough.
Yeah.
So, can you make an essay into a comic book? The answer is sure. But nobody had to speak of, not in that way, not like a David Sedaris collection-y kind of thing. So bring the outside in. But if I just read comic books, I'm just going to make monthly stuff about superheroes that's that way. Maybe I need to read some Japanese comic books, which are totally different, or some French comic books, which do some wildly different things with genre. But it's mixing it up. It's finding a new thing to bring to the game.